Okay, so we'll now have a look at comparison operators in JavaScript, and first of all what these are, and then how we're going to be able to use them within if statements. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll go ahead and create some variables, and then we'll try and work with these in the dev tools in Chrome. So let's go ahead and just create some variables. So I'm going to create variable name as Alex, and let's say age as 24, and I think we could do that. That will be fine for now. So let's go ahead and open our browser. We know that we've got the variable name and we know that we've got the variable age, so these both work in here. Let's go over to our actual console. So comparison operators are as follows. So we have equals, so whether something is equal to something or not, which is two equal signs. Remember, and single equals is an assignment operator, not a comparison. So double equals is checking if something is equal, okay, and not of the same type. Not equal is an exclamation mark and an equal sign. We also have a strict equal, which basically means that it will check the type as well. So that's three equals, which is in 99% of cases always recommended. It's probably the best thing to do. And likewise, a strict not equal, so it's an exclamation mark. Instead of one equals, it's two equals. So you always remember that with a strict, there's always three characters, either three equals or an exclamation mark and two equals. We also have others which you'll probably be familiar with: greater than, less than, and we've also obviously got greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. So they are the comparison operators in JavaScript. Now let's just take a look at how they might work. So let's take a look at saying something really simple with a standard equals and not strict. So let's say age equals 24. We get a true back because age does equal 24. What about age equals 24? Well, that's true. We know that age does definitely equal 24 and it's an integer. But if we were to do age equals, so a strict equals on 24 within a string, we get false back, because although age is 24, it's not necessarily 24 as a string. So it would work if we'd use a non-strict, it would return true. And we can do the same with things like, is it not equal to 24? False. But if it's not equal to 24, it's true, because we're applying it within a string value. And we could do the same with, is age greater than 16? True. Is age greater than 18? True. Is age greater than 30? False. Is age less than 30? True. Is age less than or equal to 26? True. So there we are. Everything's working fine, and we could say the same with that as well, but then when we come down to like 22, it's false. So these are the standard comparison operators that we see. The main point though is to really understand that using strict is always a good idea. And it's always a good idea because you should be expecting data in a specific type. It's really important that you expect data in a specific type. So within our code, if we wanted to check that our age is 24, let's say that age is provided from an external source somewhere, or we just happen to want this to definitely be an integer. We want to always just get into the habit of saying if age is equal to 24, then we do something like console log age is 24, for example. So it's always a good idea to make sure that you are using a strict comparison in terms of your equals or your not equals, because we want to just make sure that everything is everything's consistent. We want to make sure that age, because it's an integer, it could even be a float, but we want to make sure that it is equal exactly to a specific value. And with the other operators like the greater than, less than, they're very simple. So really, if you've done any programming at all, or even any very basic mathematics, greater than or equal to, greater than, less than, blah blah blah, should just make sense. But the main thing to worry about or take into account in JavaScript is that we want to use the strict in pretty much all cases when we're doing checks like this.